Hey, I created Toshi's training video so that you can know how to overcome primary tension. And this is incredibly important for your business work group or small group in college, at work, professionally, or casually. It does not matter, because I've seen firsthand what primary tension can do to inhibit and slow down the progress of a small group. And so this is why I created this training video to equip designated small group leaders to effectively lead their group past primary tension. So in this video, I'm going to show you and explain what primary tension is, and also some negative consequences if primary tension is not addressed, and some positive results when a group can overcome primary tension using Toshi's training videos. So what is primary tension? Primary tension is the social awkwardness and uneasiness of a group when they first come together to meet for the first time, or even the first few times. And so it's important for us as leaders to guide your group through this primary tension. You see, if a leader can guide their group through primary tension, they can actually start to, instead of worrying about what kind of relationship and how to talk to and communicate to each other, they're going to be focusing their efforts completely on the goal at hand. We've all been a part of a small group or a workforce team that it's really awkward and nobody really knows what to do or talk. Nobody really knows each other. And it's really difficult to focus on the group's goals and mission if they're always stuck about kind of getting past this primary tension. Another way explaining a primary tension is the invisible barrier that you feel when you're socializing for the first time in a small group. So I created Toshi's training video to kind of see how you as a group leader can be equipped to overcome primary tension and some strategies on how to do that. But this video is going to be talking about two things. What will happen if the small group leader ignores primary tension, and what happens when you overcome it? It's vital, crucial, pivotal for you as a leader to break primary tension within a group. You see, if this primary tension is not addressed, it can get so bad that it can inhibit and stop the group from progressing forward. You see, your business needs this training for every single small group within your organization, because if the group cannot get past the primary tension, that social awkwardness, then they will not be able to have a high level of discussion within their small group. And this will lessen the effectiveness of that small group. Another result of not resolving primary tension is that group members will start to become disinterested and disengaged. They will no longer be interested in what the goals and mission of the group is. They're just kind of there. If you're an experienced small group leader of any kind, we've all had that one team member who is on their phone or mentally checked out. Maybe physically they're there in the meeting and maybe they'll say hi or whatever, but mentally they are in a totally different place. And I've even seen it where these group members are working on another project or something else because they are disengaged and they don't want to deal with that awkward primary tension. So you as a group leader, it's important and vital for you to break this primary tension in order to engage these high value group members. You see, if we do not engage these group members, the potential and value of the group effectiveness goes down, because that group member does not want to contribute anymore and needs to kind of pry that member to contribute their value, opinion, and ideas to the group. The wonderful thing is that if you apply Toshi's training video to any small group, I believe that you can overcome primary tension. And that's applying all those different strategies that I said in the last training video. Some benefits of primary tension being resolved in a small group is the start of cohesiveness and trust being built. Also, the free flow of communication and a higher level of effectiveness within that small group. You see, naturally, after primary tension is broken or being worked through, as they're getting through that tension, the group will naturally start to bond and trust each other. And a result of that trust will be cohesiveness. Cohesiveness focuses on the commitment of all the team members towards their goal. You see, as group members start to trust each other, talk to each other, and build that trust, cohesiveness will be right behind it. The next major benefit of resolving primary tension within a group is that there will be a free flow of communication. This is incredibly important and vital for a small group to be effective. If a group can't communicate freely and openly, the group will never reach their full potential because group members will feel too awkward to say their ideas, too scared or fearful to contribute to the group in light of maybe being rejected or not being a safe place to share what they think. Now, if a group gets past primary tension, starts to trust and have cohesiveness, now the free flow of communication will start. And this is where the potential of the group is maximized because group members are no longer thinking about how awkward it is to talk out loud or how to break the silence or to do all these things to take away the uneasiness of the group. No, the group is now thinking about how to reach its goals. The group is now thinking about what can I say to contribute to this group. And that is an incredible benefit of breaking primary tension from the onset. And depending on your group, you may have 5 or 6 people from different backgrounds, different perspectives, and this is where the group's potential can be incredibly utilized, is when every group member and their different perspective can contribute to the solution and ideas of the project at hand. That's when the group effectiveness goes up. And that's the last major benefit that I'm going to be talking about as breaking primary tension within a group, is raising the level of effectiveness overall of the group. You see, the group will start to trust each other. They're going to be communicating to each other. They're not going to be worrying about the awkward and uneasiness that happens when they first meet up. They're going to be directing their efforts and their mind, and every part of their experiences and perspective is going to be towards the resolution of the problem, the goals of the group, the mission, the vision of the group. All of that is going to be put into the small group, thus creating a higher level of effectiveness within the group. Now think if they were coming together and they didn't know how to talk to each other, they're awkward, socially uneasy, it would be really difficult to be effective or greatly effective with this type of group. But once they start to trust each other, build cohesiveness, and now the highest level of potential with the combination of the diversity within the group now can be as effective as it possibly can because they're not focused on the awkward relationships, but now they're focused completely on the mission and goals at hand. So all in all, every small group leader or team leader for a small group should be looking at Toshi's training videos to break that primary tension. That should be priority number 1 of any small group leader, because without breaking that primary tension, you may have the inability to move forward, to communicate, and to even trust each other. But once you break that primary tension, there is so much more effectiveness, so much more cohesiveness, such a higher level of efficiency that was not there before breaking primary tension.